is Carmen Holbert, and today we are going to be discussing environmental issues and how cows may actually help the environment. Many people and activists alike have been led to believe by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, otherwise known as the FAO, that the livestock industry is responsible for 18% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions. If this were true, then that would mean that the livestock industry is doing more harm than all of transportation combined. This claim was found to be wrong and was later corrected by the report's senior author, Henning Steinfeld. But by this time, the report had already gotten worldwide media coverage, and the damage to the livestock industry's reputation had been done. The problem with their original report was that the FAO analysts assessed the entire life cycle of livestock production, including growing feed, emissions from fertilizers, converting lands into pastures, and direct impact. But when assessing transport, they used a different method, only considering direct emissions from transport vehicles, not considering manufacturing the vehicles and parts, as well as maintaining roadways, bridges, and airports. In the FAO's most recent report, it was estimated that livestock is responsible for 14.5% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions, using the life cycle assessment. And while there is no full life cycle assessment for transport, it is estimated that considering direct emissions of transport versus livestock is 14% versus 5% respectively. And while there is a recognized problem with some large and commercial farms and ranches, it is not the case for all farmers. There is a new trend within the livestock community called mob grazing. This is based off of the way a wild herd of cattle would live. This requires cattle to be moved from paddock to paddock multiple times a day. This has been proven successful in keeping pastures lush and healthy, even in droughts. As we all know, cows need plants to survive, but many people don't know that plants need cows to survive as well, or other grazing animals. When allowing cattle to move as they graze, they only eat the plants they like, and only eat the tops of plants, which are the most energy efficient part. Then, when moving, they trample the rest of the plant, which helps to break it down to provide nutrition for the soil and protect the ground from sun and erosion. Their manure also plays a big part in this, as it acts as a natural fertilizer, providing nutrients to the soil and plants. It also helps restore carbon to the soil, returning it to its most natural state. Carbon-rich soil also helps to retain water, which could prevent drought and flooding. With our now carbon-rich, water-rich soil, we can finally start farming plants on lands that were previously deemed wastelands, 85% of lands in America. In conclusion, this would mean that we can more efficiently farm livestock and begin to plant more fruits and vegetables. This would help us to be able to better meet the needs of our rapidly rising population and food insecurity problems. Thank you.